You know the specific weight of silence in a crowded room, don't you? It is not the absence of sound, it is the presence of a mask so heavy it has begun to fuse with your skin. You are sitting there, nodding at a joke you find hollow, laughing at a frequency that matches the room's expectation, and feeling that distinct, cold shiver of becoming entirely transparent. You are the architect of your own erasure. Every conversation is a tactical maneuver, a calculated trimming of your jagged edges to ensure you fit perfectly into the narrow slot prepared for you by others. It is exhausting, this daily performance of being okay, of being just right, of being the person everyone else needs you to be. But have you ever stopped to wonder who is left when the lights go out and the last guest leaves? You have become an expert in the art of disappearance, folding yourself into smaller and smaller shapes until there is almost nothing left of the original architecture. This is not about being polite, it is about the quiet, agonizing death of your own identity, sacrificed on the altar of belonging. The mirror reflects a face you recognize, yet you cannot quite claim it as your own. It is a curated visage, polished and pleasant, devoid of the inconvenient truths that churn beneath your ribs. Throughout the day, your internal monologue is a frantic, tireless editor. You catch yourself about to voice an unpopular opinion, and your mind, that treacherous, overcautious curator, snips it away before it reaches your lips. You notice a flicker of genuine irritation, but you immediately bury it under a layer of performative warmth, smoothing the surface until it is glassy and impenetrable. This is the dance of the just right person, a perpetual motion machine fueled by the desperate need to be palatable. You observe your own life as if you are a ghost haunting a home you no longer possess. You walk through your day, checking boxes, meeting subtle societal requirements, adjusting your tone, your posture, and your interests until you are a perfect, hollow reflection of the crowd. There is a particular brand of loneliness that comes with being liked for the wrong reasons. It is the isolation of being surrounded by people who have never actually seen you, who only know the curated script you recite. When you receive praise, it feels like an indictment, a reminder that they are applauding a mirage. You have spent so much time jua, the carving away of parts of yourself, that you have created a ghost. You remember the old passions, the strange quirks, the sudden bursts of intensity that once defined you, but they feel like remnants of a person who lived a long time ago. Now, you are a sleek, aerodynamic object, sliding through life without friction, but also without feeling. You navigate relationships like a diplomat in a hostile territory, always scanning for potential breaches in the social contract. What if they saw the mess? What if they realized that the calm exterior is merely a dam holding back an ocean of unfiltered, chaotic humanity? You are terrified of the rupture, yet you are suffocating in the containment. At night, the mask comes off, but the skin underneath feels raw, sensitive to the air. You lie in the dark, and the overthinking begins, not as a creative force, but as a forensic investigation into your own failures. You analyze every interaction, every laugh, every nod, trying to determine if you revealed too much or too little. You wonder if your silence was interpreted as wisdom or as emptiness. The cruelty of this existence is that you are the only one holding the pen, yet you feel like a character written by someone else. You have traded your autonomy for safety, for the comfort of being unproblematic, but safety has a high price. You are safe, yes, but you are also invisible. You move through the world, collecting social currency, a smile here, a nod of approval there, but your internal bank account is bankrupt. You have spent every ounce of your true self to pay for a seat at a table where no one knows your name. It is a quiet, slow-burning tragedy. You watch others, the ones who are messy, the ones who are difficult, the ones who do not fit, and you feel a pang of envy so sharp it catches in your throat. They have the courage to be discordant, to hit the wrong notes, to exist in their own shape. They are not just right, and because of that, they are real. You, on the other hand, are a masterpiece of adaptation. You have learned the rhythm of every conversation, the expectations of every room, and you perform with such precision that nobody ever suspects the void behind the eyes. You are a chameleon who has stayed on the same color for so long that you have forgotten how to shift back to your original, chaotic hue. And the worst part is the habit. You have become so addicted to the external validation that the prospect of revealing yourself feels like a physical threat. To be known is to be judged, and you have built your entire life around avoiding the judgment of those who never earned the right to see you in the first place. But the body knows the truth. It carries the tension in the locked jaw, the shallow breath, the persistent, low-level ache in the chest. It remembers the parts of you that were discarded. Sometimes, in the middle of a mundane task, a memory of a lost desire will surface, a sudden, violent urge to scream, to run, to stop being agreeable, to be anything other than this pleasant, efficient machine. You push it down. You continue the work. You adjust the mask. You are a professional in the art of living a life that fits you like a suit made of glass, beautiful, precise, and entirely incapable of holding anything of substance. The silence between you and yourself grows wider every day, an abyss filled with the echoes of things left unsaid and parts of you left unlived. The revelation does not arrive with a crash or a grand gesture. It comes in the quiet, bruised realization that you are not being hunted by the world, you are being hunted by your own fear of being ordinary, or worse, being rejected for the very things that make you human. You have been waiting for someone to peel the mask away, to look past the performance and see the shivering, hidden child underneath. But you have done such a thorough job of hiding that no one even knows there is a mystery to be solved. You are the architect of your own cage, and the lock is on the inside, yet you are too afraid to turn the key. The tragedy of the just right person is not that they are unloved, it is that they are entirely, perfectly, and tragically unknown. You are a masterpiece of adaptation, standing alone in a crowded room, waiting for a signal that you are allowed to stop pretending, finally understanding that the only person who can grant you that permission is the one who has been holding the mask in place all along. Everyone applauds the mask. No one mourns the soul.